All right, good evening, everyone. And how are we all doing? May my SSG be lucky during this session. Oh, thank you, says Amir. I hope it will be, although hopefully I won't really need to use much of that luck thing during a playtest session. But you never know. You never know. Who knows what the wacky world of delving into random Doom mods can bring? There may very well be a need for some luck at some point. Time will tell. Hey Bitefire, happy Saturday to you too. Thanks for the GLHF for the playtesting. And hello Pure Cooper, how you all doing this fine Saturday in February? It's been a few days too long since my last stream, but unfortunately I wasn't able to quite make too much advantage of the half-term period to do extra streams, but it's what it is. At least I have a bit more of an inclination as to my plans going into March. So yeah, I'm going to play test some Doom mods tonight. I'm trying to do one of these a month, and the aim is to simply help out newish mappers, give them some feedback from myself, from the chat, and hopefully help them out with making good maps for Doom. Since I have 13, 14 years of playing these things now, I hope to bring a decent amount of experience to proceedings, but, well, it's a way of drawing eyeballs to things that might otherwise go under the radar. That's my intent of doing these playtest sessions. That's why I usually enjoy doing them. Usually. Alright, so first up is a map by Catch the Rainbow. A map called Flamingo. A single map released on February the 15th. The information in the thread states a single map set in a quiet temple devoted to water spirits and corrupted by demons. This map was originally made as just part of a larger WOD, but for various reasons it never got finished. But I still like this map too much to abandon it, so I'm giving it its own standalone release as a late Valentine's Day gift. Oh, this was made and tested in GZ Doom. I don't know what that is, but it should still work with most any other port. There are PNG textures, but only for menu cards, so the gameplay itself should not be affected. Free look not required, but suggested. Difficulty-based spawns implemented. Gameplay time is about 5 to 10 minutes. Credits for music. Donkey Kong Country, Echo of a Dolphin, there'll be some sound effects from Doom 3, Half-Life 1 and 2, Yumi Nikki and Tauhao. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what a GZ Doom is anymore, but I know what a UZ Doom is. And UZ Doom is what I'll be using for this particular. Well, I think I'll just use UZ Doom for all of them, to be honest, tonight. Since UZ Doom hasn't had an updated version, so I am using the latest version, of which has only been one so far. I'm a bit surprised. Must be that good. It looks like it's probably meant to be GZ Doom compatibility. Not much else to really say on this one, other than flamingos. And I guess a purple palette will be involved, judging by this help screen. So we'll have the default compatibility enabled for this one. Let's play. Now it's the time of monsters. That's a map name and a half. I don't even know what that's from. Alright, so 17 monsters, 2 secrets. Short map predicted. Hey Depop, Welcome, readers, to the very first map of the playtest session for February. Hope you like flamingos. Yes, it is very pink. Now, I have done my due diligence this time around, and I've made sure to take a peek at all the things I'm going to play tonight. So, hopefully won't be getting caught out by something that takes 3 hours this evening. Very nice marble. Oh. Peg your door, Trip. Peg your doors, please. Check your pools for spectres. Also, very important. Ow. Hey, thanks for the 22-month sub. Depop? Wow. We're replacing the wall sounds of Half-Life 2. Interesting. Not very often you get a wall hump replacement sound when people do this kind of thing. Oh, right. Lovely. How was your stream then, Depop, of whatever you were playing? I assume you were doing some Football Manager, were you? Alright, well we know there's pop-up enemies in these pools, so I need to be careful about proceeding. This one is purple. Could I avoid as a walk-in? Not exactly sure. Maybe. Nice. Showed what the player lowered alongside the other thing lowering. That's pretty good. Directing the player there. I like the detail of the pink trails. New version came out. Nice. Yeah, they're using Half-Life noises to replace some of the sounds, which is a little bit different, I'll admit. You need They sort of teach you to upset the pink equals pop-ups, which is some good training. Arch foul time. Okay. That's it. Just Baron. Oh. Ooh. Oh. There appears to be some sort of a secret on the outskirts of the map. Very nice. That's not a secret. Really? Not a secret. That felt like a secret to me. I could be wrong, of course. Perhaps the secret's on this side? Let's have a peek. No, there's nothing extra here. It's... I feel like this should be the secret, but it isn't. Alright then. Well, at least they put out plenty of teleporters so that people can't get stuck in the dangerous mud. Did I wall hop there? Yeah, Half-Life sound for that too. Nah, it's not tagged as a secret. Unless the secret is something else. But that really felt like it should be a secret to me. But for some reason it's not qualified as a secret. Well, a pleasant map overall. Needs to have some pegged doors. I like the colour scheme. Very Valentine's Day-esque. Nice to illustrate the pop-ups from the pink water. Nothing too painful and was pretty pleasant overall. Music choice was decent, and maybe that second secret needs to be tagged properly. Arlene would like all that pink. Yes, I'm sure she would. Hey, Tourniquet, how you doing? Arlene may well have played this, for all I know. I don't really keep in tune with what Arlene does these days. I know she has a blog. I know she's still heavily involved with Hellforge Studios, and she still maps for Doom. I like this picture here, it's very nice. flamingos. Oh, we get a thanks for playing map. Oh. Thanks for playing. Here's underballs. Holes. Well, that's cute. And there's a flamingo. Oh, adorable. Look at that flamingo. It's adorable. Hey, Nitro. Thanks for the raid. Did you manage to beat Resident Evil 6? I was watching a stream earlier. Oh, and a sub from Award Misfit. Thank you very much for the 75-month sub, Award Misfit. How are you doing this fine afternoon for you? You are. 1 campaign down, 3 more to go. Nice. Hey, here's a Boas. How's it going? Still looking forward to playing your Quake map for the Beauty of Quake list at some point. Doing good, thanks. Participating in a card tournament tomorrow. Did a lot of training the last couple days. Oh, what card game is it? I'm going to assume Magic the Gathering. Unless it's like some other kind of card tournament like poker or something. But I'm going to assume it's the collectible card game type tournament. And I'm going to assume it's Magic the Gathering. Yeah, you just missed the first map of the playtest, a map called Flamingo by Catch the Rainbow, sorry. Pretty nice map that became a sort of a late Valentine's Day. It's an old German game named Doppelkopf. Guess you have never heard of it. No, I have never heard of it. You're right. So, very traditional German card game then. Come to think of it, I guess I could ask has Depop heard of it. Query Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, so yeah, nice first map. Don't have much to say on that one other than peg your doors and make sure your secrets are tagged properly. That's about it. Right, moving on to the next map. Let me grab the information on this one. Yep, I should do that. Stick this in. Go. Just bear with me a moment. Alright. Oh, I just realised there's something else I need to have ready and prepared, and that is a timer. So I can segregate these for later. Anytime you want to capture OBS, feel free. Thank you. There we go. Good operating. Good browser thing. So this one is called Service. Yeah. You heard of it, but you've never played it. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so this is a map by 5 Min to Live called Service. Service, yeah. Guess the most cards I played was Rome with my mum when I was a kid. Well, good luck in your tournament anyway, Tourniquet. Hope you do well. Hope the training pays off and so forth. So this was released 14 hours ago. So this is a very new release. And I actually do like the fact that it has a tag on Doom World. These must be quite new, these sort of tag things. I do like that. He points out that it's the first release for this mapper. Oh, right. Okay, that's interesting. So there's multiple tags. Single map, original soundtrack, Doom 2, Uzi Doom. I like that. Lots of interesting tag information there. Good stuff, Doom World. You're in it for the fun, the rest is not important. Okay, well, hope you have a good day tomorrow. So, let's see what they have to say about the map. Hello! 3 exclamation marks. I just got into actually mapping for Doom after a long time of playing it. This is my first map. It isn't much, but I hope it's enjoyable anyways. Just a basic Doom level, kill demons, grab keys, open doors. Made with Ultimate Doom Builder in Doom 2, tested with UZ Doom. Very good. It also uses UZ Doom engine features like dynamic lighting, free look, and jumping not required. Oh, sorry, I just realised I thought that was a comma. Sorry, it should be, yeah. It's only one map, but I composed my own music for it for the hell of it. Not particularly difficult at all. Enjoy, and let me know what I can improve on for my next map. Thank you! So they made their own music for this as well. That's nice. Let's hope they're... And this person registered on Doom World this month. So this is a new user with a new map. And assumably because they tested it in UZ Doom, we'll stick to the default compatibility and we'll play. Alright, here we go. I'd have to ask why you would bother to put the supplies so spread out like this in this opening area, though. Does seem a bit... unnecessary if there's going to be not much to it. You might as well just put all the supplies in the front. If there had been some kind of mini fight or something extra for these, but it just feels a bit of an awkward stretch to go like, bump here for chainsaw, go in the middle, get shotgun, bump here for super shotgun. Maybe I'm just being a bit pedantic, but it felt like you could have just not done that. A test of perception. Well, it's not a very hard test. Just secret of some sort was unlocked. Yeah, maybe they wanted to add something extra to this big open area. I don't know. I mean, it just seems a bit unnecessary. But anyway. Not sure what that secret switch activated yet. No. Another green armor. I appreciate your generosity, 5 minutes. I am not going to be short on armor in this map at any point. Well, yeah, it's always good to try and figure out the reasons why new mappers do things so that they can do sometimes better things. No? trap on the key. Intriguing. Being very... Oh, maybe this is what opened due to the secret, maybe? Oh wow, BFG. Well, I'm very prepared for the dangers ahead. Let's say I grab that berserk. This one. First hit. This music they've made isn't too bad. Yeah, I'd agree with you. And combined with extremely generous ammo droppings, it is sort of like... You're sort of overcompensating for what you think the player might need. That takes a bit of time to get used to. 50 amount of times of enemies, 200 arch vials. It was at this point that the streamer suddenly remembered one of the points on their notes. No more whining about Doom Slaughter stuff. Carrying on. No, seriously, that's a thing on my notes. We're not doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. Open wide, Barons. All three of you. Oh, you get a plasma gun if you... Oh wow, plasma and a rocket launcher. Alright, fair enough. 3 Barons then somewhat justified. You already miss it. Nah, I'm not doing it anymore. I've said everything I need to say about it. There's no... What else can I bring to the conversation about that other than... I mean, I'd rather they be slightly overcompensating rather than undercompensating, and we had the problem of ammo starvation, so... You know, this is one of those things they can work on. Why are these walls... Oh, I guess that's some kind of map mistake or something, where they're rendered as if they're openable. You're not dead. Oh, map's over. That's it. They have the red key room with 3 Barons, and then this room is just the enemy. Whoa! Where's the back half of my exit? Where is my exit thing, mapper? Oh, the void. Glorious void. I wonder where the last secret is. Oh, look at that. It's like an angry face. That's cute. You're saying where you're giving the player more options and your boss better have more options than less. I would never ever get rid of my anti-ammo standoff station stance and rant every map that uses it to death. Oh. Secret number 3, I guess. We'll just try something real quick. Oh no, I'm stuck in an inescapable pit! Mom! Mom, the mapper didn't make the pits have teleporters. They made that side bigger and you can't get out of it, so you get trapped and you're dead. I don't know if you could. I thought maybe they just have the bridge rise up or just put a teleport down there. You probably should do that. Yeah, I didn't even notice that, to be honest, because I didn't fall in it. But you know, at least room variety was interesting. We had some different architecture. Never had to use my rocket launcher. Is this also damaging? Yes, it is. Alright, nice. So, yeah. Very clearly a first map. Needs a bit more fleshed out of the bigger open areas. Needs a bit more difficulty. But only a little bit. Yes, it doesn't. As I praise the architecture, it's at least a little different. It's not just squares. They got that part right. They had different looking rooms, so good job on that front. Reduce resources by 500%. Yeah, we don't need 3 green armors in the space of under 30 seconds. You said either reduce resources or increase the enemy count by about 75%. Give us a bit of bulk to shoot through, you know. Is that accessible at the start? Yeah, it is. Oh, I could have had a rocket launcher at the very beginning of the map. So I'm just curious about something, actually. Yeah, thought so. Yeah, I figured that's what the secret switch did and just wanted confirmation. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad for a first map. Again, work on upping the challenge a little bit more and reducing the resources, finding that sort of fine tune of balance between giving the player resources and giving them a challenge equivalent to the resources. Your own music was pretty decent. Make more of that if it's something you want to do. Actually, kind of like the music that they played. It wasn't too bad. And yeah, just keep working at it. You know, keep doing the interesting architectural stuff. Well, that's about it. Nah, but the reason I don't really want to rant about Slaughter is I've kind of said everything I need to do about it. My distaste of Slaughter can be summarized in, I think, a few sentences. John Suitepee does not like Slaughter mapping. John Suitepee does not like the fact that slaughter mapping is now everywhere in the Doom community, especially in the tail end of community projects. John Suitepee is trying to avoid playing slaughter maps by playing things that aren't supposed to be difficult all the time, but finds it rather unfortunate when, in community projects that sound promising, I end up playing 8 to 9 slaughter maps back to back to back to back sometimes. John Suitepee would prefer that there be a bit more variety and not everyone goes down the slaughter pathway, but understands that this is a popular thing because people want to make slaughter maps for the reasons of challenging themselves / doing it for the sake of a streamer so they can challenge themselves or whatever. John Suitepee would prefer to see more maps that are based around adventure difficulty or do something a bit more than just shove 200 revenants into a room. Refer to this picture. Thank you, Solus. Hope you're doing okay in the workplace. I haven't heard him. I've not heard from Solus in a while, actually. I hope he's doing alright. Yeah. That's about it in summation. I don't really need to repeat myself over and over again every time. You know, everyone gets the idea. I don't like slaughter. I'd rather not play it. I'm trying to avoid it. It sucks when I encounter it. There you go. Old man yells at cloud of... Old man yells at Caco Cloud. Yeah. Yes, more gameplay mods. Well... My current plan is currently I'm playing Quake more. That seems to be working out really great for me. I've taken the next step from mods. I'm playing the next evolution of Doom, which is Quake, because Quake is fun. I'm really enjoying. And you can yell at scrag clouds, yeah, or fights that require jumping precision. As I discovered an alkaline. But that's a Quake problem. That's like, how dare you make me do very precise movement things? You goddamn Finnish Doom Quake mappers, you. I don't even know if SCE is Finnish or not. And Mod has a finale with lots of scrag clouds. The Doom one. Yeah, so, you know, I may need to be reminded not to whine about Doom slaughter stuff since I'm trying not to encounter it. But I'm just letting you all know that I'm not going to be whining about it anymore. You all know my point about it. I don't need to repeat myself. It doesn't achieve anything. So, yeah. No more of that. I do, however, reserve the right to get annoyed if I have to deal with it, but I don't need to go into the tangent of why is this, woe is me, why is this here? I know why it's here. I just have to play it, skip it, or don't bother in the first place. Which is what I do now. I'm a bit more careful about the Doom stuff I play because of that precise reason. I might just stick to playing older content, you know. SE at B-Sky Social 141 senior game designer. Oh my god, they work for Ubisoft? Oh man, I feel sorry for him now. He works for Ubisoft. You know, I take it back. I feel sorry for him. He needs to get the fuck out of that place as soon as possible. Because they ain't going to be around much longer. Well, they will be around, but they'll be called something different when Tencent finally buys them out, whenever that's happening. God, you poor soul. So someone get him out of Ubisoft and put him in a proper game studio. Poor guy. I didn't know he, man. That's quite a fucking thing, isn't it? Jesus. Fucking Bao is a Quake mapper that works for Quantic Dream. SCE is a Quake mapper that works for Ubisoft. Next you'll fucking tell me that Marzu works for Activision or something. and that fucking half the mappers in Quake are like secretly professional game designers. He works for a sauna advertising company. Oh, man. Well, I've learnt something new. Yay me. Alright. Well, that was that. Thank you, 5 minutes to live. Good stuff. 41 minutes. I'll have a stretch after I set this up, I think. Alright, so let's get this one in the pipe. And for our next selection, let's delete that one. Just give me a sec to sell this one. I think this is... Oh, sorry, no. It needs to be in all caps, apparently. This one. It needs to be in all caps. I was going to do it in, like, normal, but I think... Well, going off the title, it's probably supposed to be in all caps. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Right. I'm going to have a very small stretch. This is another thing I'm doing that's new. I'm not sitting down for long periods if I can help it. I'm going to have a little stretch to keep my leg muscles going. I'm going through these maps at a good pace so far. Just... Oh, they will get longer as we go on. I think I start out with a couple of short maps, and then there's some long ones near the end. So, not all going to be like 10-minute affairs tonight, I don't think. Not that I mind that. I like playing shorter things, especially with playtesting. As long as they're fun, it's all that matters. There we go. Bit of keeping the body nice and... There we go. Ah, lovely. That should help. Right, so next up is this map by Cyber Dreams Interactive called Raining Blood. Yeah, Raining Blood. Must be a big Slayer fan, right? Raining Blood is a vanilla Doom 2 map that I made as an attempt at a good opening map. I wanted the only weapon to be the shotgun, have a few tougher enemies sprinkled in, and also have a darker and more tense atmosphere. This one I'm a little less sure about. I think in some ways it really works, but there's something I can't quite put my finger on I wish was different. I consider this map functionally complete, but feedback may convince me to make major changes. Hello, Burn Division Games. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. So this was tested on GZ Doom, whatever that is, Doom and Doom 2, Limit Removing Format, 3 days made, Fight Like It's 1994. Supports hurt me plenty, but only extensively tested in ultraviolence, which is recommended. Hey, Solus! How you doing? I don't feel like I've heard from you in a little while. But then I also know you've been working recently and probably...
I'll see you later, Joe.
And probably getting used to working real hard. I know it's a bit of an adjustment with your time when you've not been working for a while and you have all the free time and then you have to work and you might still have the same amount of time, but then you... Oh, right, okay. Oh, and I was going to continue with that line, but then you just said that you're an ex-employee. Oh, no. Did you leave or did you get fired? You know what? Maybe best not to ask too much about that. Oh, okay. They left before they could fire you. Didn't work out. Well, I hope your next job works out better for you, Solus. I guess you'll be proud to know I'm still using this image. This is going to be like a staple on my channel from now on. It was an interesting experience. Well, hey, found a job for a little bit. People, from what my general impression is that young people today struggle to find a job. It's a lot harder than it used to be, so... I'll tell you one thing, working with a tech giant like Orange, you would expect a higher standard of bare software, but Orange... They still exist? That would be my first question. I've not heard about them for years. I didn't know they still existed, in fact. Anyway. So, yeah, this map uses a... I don't think... They're definitely not in the UK. I don't think they've been a major player in the UK for a while. We have, like... In terms of, like, mobile phone technology, we got, like, EE, Vodafone, O2... A bunch of supermarket-based mobile phone service shit things. But... I don't think Orange have been around in my UK for a little while. They did used to be quite popular about 20 years ago, though. But, yeah. Anyway, so they use a song from Lipeth called Columformication from Mid the Way It Did. Oh, it's a play on Californication. That is what they use. So this map is atmospheric, encourages use of the shotgun, and they said there's something they're not quite sure about. Let's see if we can find out what that is. Alright, so since this is vanilla, we'll go for Doom Strict compatibility. Let's go. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, T-Mobile. We still have them, I think. Texture alignment is a bit off on these sides here. That's something that's a bit off. Oh. Oh, this room's pretty cool looking. I see. I think Drauken has that problem with their job. They're very experienced and they have to deal with stupid idiots at the job. I think we all have to deal with that to some extent, though, unfortunately. You worked there for 4 weeks, sis, got 3 call scripts, none of them were good, and in the end I was told we should just freestyle, which is, for a call center, pretty weird if you ask me. Yeah, I would say that is a little weird. Not that I know much about call centers, mind. The power of that gives you mega armor. Lovely. I think it's just part of the job. You just have to deal with people who are a bit weird or is that? No. That flashing on the wall looks a bit odd, just that one little white bit there. That looks a bit weird. Yeah, it sounds like you were part of its incompetence. I think all jobs have that to some extent, but there's a certain level you can tolerate of people around you sometimes being incompetent at things. Okay. It just sounds like a bit of a shit show in general, so it's... Oh, Revenant, I think. Yeah, a little bit. It just lowers the cage here. In fact, it made dealing with the Cacodemon much easier. Yeah, they could just remove that cage, or just have it rise up when the player enters the room. Like, you go in here, and it rises up. Boom. Cage reveal or something like that. You know, that was a bit of a redundant cage. If that's all that does, anyway. Revenant wins this time. Yeah, fair enough. So she gave it a try. You got a bit of experience under your belt, and that will bear well for the next job you go and apply for. It all comes back to this room again. A Baron of Hell. I'm terrified! I'm terrified! How much ammo I wasted on that! That was a bit of a lame choice of enemy there. I think an Archvile would have been better. An Archvile runs down the steps quick, forces the player to use a shotgun on him. That would be terrifying. You could probably definitely get away with the... The place that have a high turnover while was there. 2 guys left, 1 guy in prison because he stole some details needing the way to government office. Told me people come there and go from there very quickly. This way back, yeah. Yeah, that's why the private care sector. 5 revs. Nah, you already had the Revenant in the previous room. An Archvile coming down the stairs there, forcing the player back would have been terrifying. Would have been a bit scary. Just if you're gonna have a single enemy there, an Archvile. Depop, you need to go. You need to leave the chat and just go to bed or something. Go to bed. You've been playing too much Football Manager. You're coming up with crazy ideas. It's time for bed. What time is it in Germany? 8 o'clock? Time for bed. Nitro, you also go to bed. This is what happens when you stream. You come out with silly ideas for Doom maps. Solus, you definitely go to bed. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, Misfit, you can tell all 3 of these people they've caught the fever. I'm a bit worried about them. Dear me. Now you're gonna get a heart attack from Olympic hockey instead. Slovakia playing for the bronze today. Oh god, right. You see, this is why we have the problem with slaughter maps, guys. It escalates. It escalates from people like that who are not being ironic. Get the poem, but apply it to like the people in the chat. We just replace it with a poem for people in the chat. Take a shower. Yes, you take a shower. All of you, take a shower. Ice cold water. I want you to go take a shower and come back and yeah. Anyway. So, fun diversion aside, I think this map wanted to go for a bit of the Sigil style atmosphere, but without Sigil's oppression or really committing to the full darkness. I know it had rooms with nice lighting and stuff, and then it had just very basic stuff, and it sort of like dipped in and out of being atmospheric, I felt, as well. How have I been? I've been okay, mostly. I went to see my sister and nephew in the half-term break on Wednesday and Thursday, which was nice. I had my debit card stolen yesterday for the first time ever. So I have to wait for a new card next week, which is a bit inconvenient, but not the end of the world. And generally I've just been plodding along, and no losses. Luckily I noticed very quickly, and I cancelled the card pretty quick, so whoever took it gains fuck all from it, except maybe a few of my details, which are useless. Yeah. Not instantly, but within like maybe half an hour after it happened, I was fine, so good enough. It was really annoying, actually, how it happened as well. It's not like I got pickpocketed or something. It was way more embarrassing than that. Anyway, I should probably talk about that in the next map. I'm trying to summarize this map. So, I feel like the Baron at the end could have been an Archvile. I feel like the atmosphere is sort of inconsistent in... Wait, can I go back into the map? Oh, okay, so this is just before I press this switch. Alright, sorry. Nothing happens when this key card's picked either. Yeah, texture misalignment is... Yeah, we got all this... Yeah, a bit of mono texturing now that I think about it as well. Well, thank you, Solus. I appreciate that. I mean, I know you wanted a shotgun, but let's just... Can you, like... Can you, like, just fuck off for a minute or whatever? Can you come down here, please? Oh my god, you... Come down the fucking steps, dude. There we go. Nah, it's because I had to place the Archvile in a different position. The Archvile will be coming out of here normally. Yeah, I think an Archvile is a better call than just a Baron and is slow. Have something running down the steps at the player, so that they get ambushed or whatever. I still think that's cool. I'm looking forward to March because there's a game coming out in March that I'm looking forward to playing from my long-term list, which is cool. And yeah, I'm just sort of getting on by, generally. Fatal Frame 2 Remake is coming out on March the 12th. I think I got... Yeah, March the 12th. It's on my list of things I need to play. You know, my long-term bucket list thing, which I'll just quickly show. Yeah, it's the one with the camera obscura, yeah. It would fulfill this requirement here. And I was gifted it, and it's coming out on the 12th. So I'm looking forward to that in March. That should be fun. Yeah, so I feel like the atmosphere needs the textures to shift around a bit more on the walls. There needs to be a bit more challenge, a bit more oppression, and could go with the atmosphere. The cage is really and feels a bit weird and unnecessary. And yeah, it just doesn't quite capture the atmosphere consistently that I think it's trying to aim for, especially when you go between light and dark areas like that. Like, let's kill all the enemies or whatever. So, starting out is not too bad. This is like the light room, and then you're going down into the depths, right? You go down into the depths, there's a light there, you go into this room. This room looks great. I like the lighting voodoo doll trickery you've done for this. It looks really cool and all that. Yeah, the dark areas look fine. Even though it'd be nice if there was some stuff going on these walls as well. Wait, did I need to... Oh. So all that area is pointless. So that is an entire side area. All I have to do is grab this key and leave. And I can just leave. Yeah, it's too... Yeah, this looks fine. It looks a bit weird to have the thing at the end there with the light difference there. That looks a bit strange. Couldn't have some more of that. This is fine. This is fine. Rock and Blood is okay. This is all you don't even have to bother with. But then this, what? Wait. Unnecessary cage with nothing in it. Really, just a one-trap cacodemon. Yeah, I think it's something like that. Just feel like it goes very bright here for some reason. Got a very brightish area here with a cage that just feels really unnecessary. It doesn't really add anything. It would have been like much cooler if the player had entered here, like I said before, and as the cage rises up and a bunch of enemies come pouring out, maybe the room's lighting changes with light hovering over the corpses and the room's darker. Apart from this sort of more brighter thing. That would have been nice. End of the room, lights change and snap to a different light thing. Cage rises up, lights on the corpses, several cacos, maybe a couple of lost souls coming from the side walls in the dark as well. Why are there no lost souls on this map? Yeah, just something other than just this flat sort of like brightening up part. And in this room, have some different textures on these walls as well. I mean, it's nice it's green, and the tech wall, but maybe you could have like some different wrecked walls or something like that. Just a little something extra to... And then maybe something happens when you grab the key in here, like maybe these blood pillars lower and some things pop out, like some geckos. Or extra enemies. I know it was only the shotgun at hand, but this room just is right for a bigger opener fight when you get the key afterwards. It would have been cool. And then really, when the player's going up the stairs here, just having one Baron in a closet is not really a great way to end the map. There needs to be a bit more of a punch at the finish for this. So, someone actually said that they should have used that Raining Blood MIDI instead of what they chose. I don't think that's really a problem. Oh wait, I don't actually have it on my thing here, do I? Oh, that's strange. Didn't it used to... maybe I don't have it. I can load it up real quick though, so not a problem. Oh, what's this? Oh right, an actual Raining Blood MIDI. Nice. Come on. I don't know, actually. It's a bit weird. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, look how... I mean, I'm just doing this as a very brief example. Look how busy the areas are in this stretch of the corridor. This is Sigil, yes. I assume that the mapper is going for a similar type of atmosphere to Sigil. But look how, like, you've got busy things on the side. Way more stuff going on around. So it might just all be red rock, but you've got, like, different textures. The faces are behind a cage here in this instance. I got a gradual light thing here. I'm not quite sure where I was going with this, but I'm just trying to show that there was more going on around the place if you're going for that kind of atmosphere. And I just end up playing the first level of Sigil for some reason. But yeah, I mean, okay, mate, it's a bit unfair to compare it to, you know, someone who's starting out making maps compared to John Romero, but if you're going to have a dark atmosphere, the point I'm trying to make is you've got to have a variety of things happening in your rooms and stuff going on to contribute to the atmosphere that you're going for, the dark, oppressive atmosphere, I guess you could call it, to some extent. I think that's the point I was trying to go for. So, yeah, let's just move on to the next map. I don't think I really communicated that too effectively. I hope John won't get Suitepee speed since he has compared someone else's mapping style to Romero's. I doubt it. I think I'll be alright. I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be alright. Hopefully. I like a good lawsuit. I have yet to sue you for bestiary. Yeah, that's true. I haven't sued you yet. The lawsuit will be on its way, I'm sure. Just give me enough time. Give me enough time. There we go. Alright, just need to have this capture. Come on. Once again, waiting for OBS to do its job and capture this UZ Doom screen. I wonder if they can actually fix that in later versions of UZ Doom where it snags quicker to OBS. Wasn't there a secret map in Nova 4 called All Bricked Up? Alright, that's it. Now you're getting sued. So that's it. You've just been made unemployed. I'm coming after you now. The only way you can stop me from suing you is to complete bestiary. And then I can play the full version. The one with the jail. I don't remember that, Depop. I guess I can check. Sure, it will be on the wiki. Let's see. All bricked up. No, there was no map in Nova 4 called All Bricked Up. No. The Lego style map. Lego style map? Oh, if you're thinking what I'm thinking of, that wasn't Nova 4. Are you thinking of Doom 2 in City only? That had a Lego style map in it. I don't think Nova 4 did. I guess I'll have to check that. And you are correct. There was a map in Doom 2 in City only, but it was called Bricked Up by Blue Pineapple 72. Yeah, it was the secret map on episode 4 of that thing. No, this is something else. So this is called All Bricked Up by the 7 Portals. This came out on February the 2nd. It looks like they've actually taken some pictures with their phone and uploaded them to the thread. You can see part of the desktop. The mapping thing, and there's like a glare. So they took pictures from their phone to upload. So, it says here it's a GZ Doom 2 UDMF type map. This is a simple hell map. It is a firmly dimly lit map as well. I made for fun to complement my MIDI track. MIDI track is not actually credited. I guess they made it. Tips and constructive criticism, welcome. And then edit. Oh dear lord, I thought bricked up meant that you couldn't take a dump. I thought it was clever because of the heavy use of brick texture for the map, lol. I didn't realise the new meaning. Whoops, if anyone took offence to it. Okay, they just felt to include that. No one said anything about it. So... Oh, please God, not the 7 Portals. Right, well, I guess I'm going back to the normal compatibility for this one. Time for some atmospheric dooming. I suppose. Oh. Right. What the... So, I think you're going to have to add an extra thing to your bestiary thing. Can we have a section for people who put stealth enemies in fucking Doom maps? You're going to have to add an extra section. Oh, but... Is this just going to be a thing for UDMF? Oh, stealth enemies. I've got to include them. It's so vital. Well, I have stealth enemies. You're not too fond of them. Is it? No, it is stealth enemies. No, I wasn't, because... Just remove the stealth tag from those pinkies and just have them be normal, please. There's no need for stealth enemies in Doom. It's just... no. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, you can tell how pointless this is because they did it for those two pinkies and then just didn't do it again. They just completely... That's the thing about it that is the most irksome. This kind of idea with the stealth enemies is literally just done as like, I'm just going to scatter it on two random enemies and that's it. It's never done with intent or purpose or for atmosphere. It just feels like a throwaway tag addition. Oh, I'll just make these two stealth for no reason whatsoever. There's a good chance we'll not see another stealth enemy for the rest of the map. I like the shadows on those bars. $13 secrets on this map. 13. That's a lot. I don't even know what Salt of the Earth is. I know Cinder's been working on a map set. But I don't know much about it. I am quite out of touch with Doom-related things these days, I'll be honest. That Berserker's been very helpful. Oh wait, an Incubus. First Incubus of the night. Oh, I see. Is this done for Cinder's benefit? Is that the kind of gameplay he likes doing? He likes save scumming on things and trial and erroring his way through a fight over and over again? Because the common mapping thing is map for something you yourself would enjoy. And I fucked that up. And it comes back down. And it comes back up. That's great. And a rocket launcher. Hello, rocket launcher. Secrets. Alright, what did that do then? Ah. Answers my question. Oh, sorry, Cherry. Right. Yes, Cherry, I know, it's Doom. You don't need to you don't need to say anything about that. Why, yes, Cherry, this is only my 4th stream of Doom this year so far. What's your point? Well, I told you, I'm still waiting for Obsidian to release Doom World Maximum Project 2025. There's nothing else I really want to play right now. Everything's in Quake. We're not doing this again, Cherry. You're just going to take the hug. Amp it up for me. John is indeed a Quake streamer now. Well. Oh, for the love of God! We brought out the shitty stealth enemies for 1 point. Ugh. I guess we could argue, no, just what would have changed about that being the normal tagged? Wait, that's the end of the map. Okay, I guess I'll miss out on the 12 secrets, whether they were. I wasn't expecting that to just be the end of the map, actually. I thought it'd be an exit room first. That was what that did? Oh, there's a secret thing in here. I saw that wall fucking lower for something. Oh, wow. There's another picture of that custom Quake Shambler plushie. Don't get Cherry started on that. There's 11 secrets in this map somewhere. I still hate the fact that that was stealth enemies again. Oh, let me guess. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. Multiple areas tagged with secrets. So this counts to like 4 secrets in one, I guess. Alright. That's where more of the secret stuff was. The classic way to... I guess there wasn't room for an exit room. Why does it have a switch then, maybe? Feels a bit weird having the exit door along over like that for the level's exit, as it were. Let's see. Demon Stealth. Nope. Thank you. Demon Stealth. No, thank you. Demon Stealth. No, thank you. Those are the only 6 in the entire level. Should be made specters then. Let's see. Save map. I don't know if that changes it. Just bear with me if it does. Let's have a look. Okay, let's try this again with the adjustment. Oh, looks like it might have changed it. I don't know. I'll find out in a few seconds. Perfect. Right. I've removed all the stealth pinkies. Let's see if that changes anything. Shall we? Oh my god, they're not stealthed anymore. This completely and utterly changes everything. Wow, it's almost like those stealth tag demons were just entirely pointless and didn't serve any fucking purpose being in the map whatsoever. Right, done with that shit. No more. You get the point. I'm not going to be playing the whole map just to do that. So, here's what we can do for future reference. This is a PSA for all... PSA for all UDMF mappers, right? You see this thing here? This thing here? Let's just bring up paint for a sec. Okay, you see this here? Right? This is the typical list of options that you see for enemies. So what you need to do is when you make a map in Doom, what you need to do is just... Let's do it again. There we go. That's it. Much better. There we go. Much improved mapping will then occur. You see? You have plenty of options to choose from. You don't need to use them at all. In fact, can we just get rid of them by stealth or whatever? There's plenty of enemies you can use. You don't need to use the stealth ones. Please do this going forward. It will massively improve your map. There is no reason to use stealth enemies. Just pretend the tag doesn't exist. You know, just ignore it. It's all good. Oh, and also maybe don't do this one either. It's that's also a bit of an advanced way of trying to trick people into making it think it's a good option. There you go. This will help you out as a mapper. Yours sincerely, everyone who plays your maps. Yeah, this will help. Trust me, it will be big help. All right. Do not use Stadium style stealth monsters. Please use custom made high transparent enemies. You need ghosts or creepy elements, something with a tail. Yes, exactly. Only use it on Cyber. No, just don't. Don't. Just don't. Don't. It's that easy. That's all you have to do. Other than that, map was okay-ish, I guess. There was lots of brick. MIDI was fine. Had some texture misalignments here and there, but it was okay, I guess. Yeah, very visual PS1. Not too bad overall for someone for, yeah, that's the... It definitely suits the MIDI that they made for it, so good stuff there. Right, moving on to the next map. Let's set this up and I'm going to take a piss break, I think. So just bear with me a moment while I get this set up. Come on, thingy, do you? Whatever. don't know if that helps or not, but there we go. Perfect. Right, I'm going to take a very quick piss break before I play this one, so I will be back in a moment, and then I'll play this. Alright, I'm back. And thanks to the 16 people currently watching. They Weaves to John Weaves too. Oh, very funny. Alright, so this is They Weave by Epic Dude 1234. This was posted on Wednesday with an edit made on Thursday because they found a fix for something. So they say in the thread, I was one time lying in bed trying to sleep when a thought crossed my mind. A memory of some strange area I remember. I then decided to recreate it in this Doom Ward so you guys can experience the awesome memory too. Anyways, I hope you really enjoy this. It's really short, but pretty nice. Can be played with almost any source port. Use vanilla mapping. About 2 minutes of playtime. A pretty awesome thing if you want a quick WAD to play. That is an interesting description for this map. Well, we said this vanilla mapping, so I guess we'll go on to vanilla compatibility and whatnot. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, joy, derunning. Hi, welcome. Monster count is high. For tonight, anyway. Alright, well, let's see what this memory's like, shall we? Sound a fucking angry video game nerd doing that. Oh wow, God. Carry forth? No, it's just... Okay. Good question. Did it contain derunning? Maybe it did. Nice. So if the memory had derunning in it, then it's like, well, that's how it went in my memory. What's this? I'll go water square, well thing, whatever. Oh, nice job. You killed 2 revs. What up? Very useful mancubus. Hi. Are you a voodoo doll? Yep. Steel. Yes. This must all be part of her strange memory. I guess we're due for a big explosion of enemy count then, if there's anything to go off. Did I go into this? Oh. Play Go to Bed 64 over this. You made Steel Game listen to derunning. Okay. Yeah, there's 393 enemies on this map. Are we gonna like go into a big arena at the end of all this or something? What? The map just ends? No, wait. Then where the hell are the other 370 plus enemies then? There's one secret. Okay, maybe there's a big weird secret fight or something. I thought it was going to teleport me to an arena and that's where the other enemies were going to be, but... Yeah, I've already pressed the switch. I can press it again, though, for something. Alright, well, there's a secret somewhere. Oh, what's this? Ah, here we go. Here we go. This is looking more like... Oh. Different area. Oh no, it's the same style area, but it's... Can I go in the house, please? Oh, no. Oh, no. 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 I don't want to think about that. Yeah, let's not... This... Can I, like, gently nudge you out of the way? I actually can, yeah. That's a bit disturbing. That's just a little bit disturbing, yes. Okay, so is this going to start going into a chain of things that look similar and but have different variations or something? Yeah, what was that? Okay, so that's an exit 8 situation. I don't think like that. Oh, okay. Got balloons on the side now. Okay. Nah, I don't think it's a Tutti Frutti. That's a custom texture. Hey, wait, where's my... Oh, I can still press a switch there. What? What the fuck? Okay, something more interesting is now happening. We got fire blue. That's a thing. You need a red key to open this door. Well, shit! I don't have a red key. Is the one hidden somewhere here to open that? By bit rate. Did this end the level? Yeah. It does. Well, the key is not accessible to me. Was it down here? Whoa! What? Give me. Yeah, what? Yeah, let me inside. Let me in. Thank you. I'm gonna go in, you stupid. No key. Tensional effect. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait. This one doesn't work. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, right. I sequence broke. Supposed to get the red key from in here. I thought I would just wait to the next one. Oh. Okay. Oh. Well, where are the other enemies then? There's still like 350 plus enemies to go. Oh, we're still not done yet. Oh, what the? What is? What the fuck? Yeah, I see we have a bit of a problem here. Okay. And I fucked that up. All right. And that's the exit. So they leave the map when they see this fight. Well, that was certainly more interesting than just exiting within 2 minutes. I guess perhaps they wanted a sort of My House type effect with the thing gradually changing into more chaos or whatever, but it's apparently based on a memory they had. A memory of unpleasant thoughts I'm not allowed to say its word on Twitch about, and dark imps scratching them in dark square rooms. Can't say it wasn't interesting, but perhaps a bit yeah, a bit as a ending. Yeah, not really doing much. Want to play it for yourself? There it is. They leave. The S word. Yeah. The you know what I'm talking about. Okay, time to dox the streamer. His full name is John Suitepee and he lives in P1. Oh, you got me there, Friday Witch. Or should I call you the Friday Bitch? Nah, I'm just kidding. How you doing, Friday Witch? Oh, snaps. You got burned. Yeah. The wittiest of comebacks, I know. How old am I again? 40. That's the best I can come up with. So yeah, I don't have much to offer to that. It was based on a memory. How's your weekend been, Friday Witch? That's it. That's all I got to offer. Just it sure was a map. Sure was a map. I mean, it's a quick little thing and an idea, so, you know, yeah, it was a bit more interesting and not just another map. Yes, exactly. It was... They wanted to do something quick and quirky, and they did it. So, props. I just hope that they have more pleasant memories than that. As a... Alright, well, this is the final map of the playtest session, and we're going to Doom 1 for it. Oh, what did on OBS straight away? Why did this one want an OBS straight away? So weird. Oh shit! Did I actually? Oh no! I didn't put down the time for the previous thing. Oh fuck! I'll fix that later. I'll fix that when I do it. I forgot to do a timestamp for the previous. Actually, I can fix that myself real quick. Let me just bungle it in there. Can fix it. This is. Yeah, sorry. I'm just doing this as a bit of something ahead of time. So I could time. This is so I could time code it on the video when I post it in the thread. That's why I'm doing this. So sorry, bear with me. I forgot to do it when I came back in. Alright, I'm back. Alright, that'll do. Okay, excellent. I'll just update this one so that it doesn't waste any time. Right then, so the final map of this playtest session that I intend is Phobos Extinction, an episode 1 replacement by player_scat01. Matter where it intensifies. Yeah. So yeah, it's an episode 1 replacement for Ultimate Doom. For a while, I've wanted to make another episode for Ultimate Doom, and now it's finally ready. Phobos Extinction is a vanilla-compatible WoD that replaces the original Doom episode. No secret level included, so there's no E1M9. I hope you enjoy this set as much as I enjoyed making it. This WoD allows free look, jumping, and crouching, but none are required to complete the levels. That's good to know. No information on music credits or anything, so yeah, it's a Doom 1 episode replacement. And since they said it was vanilla-ish, then we'll just go on the vanilla compatibility for this one, so we'll be on the Doom Strict. Why would you enable that for a Doom 1 style episode? What? Enable what, exactly? Oh, jumping and crouching. Maybe I just felt that people could do it. Some people play with jumping and crouching and all sorts on, so... Alright, so just 8 maps of vanilla Doom 1 shenanigans, I guess. Let's see what they bring to the table. Oh yeah, after I've beaten this, I do know what I'm going to be playing next on stream, so I will announce it at the end. Thanks to Dave the During, anyway. I now have an idea, I now know what I'm going to do for my next stream. Yeah, give me that. How many seekers are on this level? No, just one. Just the one. slightly different. In what way do you mean by that? Oh yeah, that part, I guess. Unfortunately, we have no information on the music credits to share, so... I assume that's going to lower the armor cage, is it? Makes sense. Certainly a very busy looking level. Very... Ooh, I bet the secret's outside, isn't it? Let's see if I can lift there. Well, not vouching for my health situation being any good here. It's gonna be wiped out there. Ah, help, my health is not great. Yeah, there's a lift thing on the other side, but I don't know how you get out there. Yeah, that's a lift. Oh! What? Oh, there's a switch up there. Oh, nice. I found it! Yay, I found this secret of the map. And my health is full and I can't get up. Didn't even notice that switch. Oh, yay, I found a secret for once. I am somewhat proud of that. That health as before would be... Well, this already feels like a episode 1 vanilla map set, doesn't it? Just after one map already. Yeah, I guess it kind of is. Really need to find some sufficient health. mega armor is only going to protect me for so long. That health would be nice. If I could get it. But there we go with a Spectre. It must just be activating that wall somehow. Oi, oi, oi. Oh right, yeah. I forgot to talk about how I lost my debit card. I said I was going to elaborate on it earlier. Whoops. So, yeah, it was rather embarrassing actually what happened. Honestly. Red key here, gonna be some kind of oh, hello. Could that be the switch I need? Absolutely isn't. No. Did something else. Must have done something else. See it? Oh, hang on. I do see a tunnel down that way. Better than nothing, but not quite what I was after. No, what happened was I went out on Friday afternoon I went on a walk, and I went to a petrol station nearby, and I checked my balance and printed off a statement to check if I'd been paid for last week, which I have, which is great. And I did something I thought I'd never really end up doing. Oh well. That's good to find. I put my card into the machine. I checked my statement, printed out a statement, and then I just left the machine and went inside the store to get myself a drink. Buy a drink from the petrol station. Went and got my drink, went up to the counter to pay, whip out my wallet, and uh-oh, where's my debit card gone? And after searching frantically around the cash point and also inside the shop, I came to the conclusion that what must have happened is my brain kind of exploded like that zombie man, And I must have got my my statement from the cash point and forgotten to actually take my card out of the cash point. I'm normally quite diligent at checking whether I've done that, but for some reason I must have been thrown off by the fact I received my statement and forgot that this was one of those machines that prints out the statement and then asks for your card back after that, as opposed to a machine where sometimes once you ask for the statement, you get your card out. I think that's what threw me off. I must have thought I already had the card because it was printing off the statement. Yeah, like, there's a different kind of cash point in a shop further up the road where if you ask to print off a statement, it gives you your card. Wait. No, you know what, actually, that's not even an excuse. I have no idea what the fuck I was thinking. I was listening to something on a YouTube thing at the time, but for some reason I decided to just literally take the statement and then not go back for my debit card. I think that's what happened anyway. Otherwise, I have no explanation for why my card disappeared in the 2 minutes it took me from getting to the cash point into the store to get a drink and realized my thing was missing. Yeah, that was a bit stupid of me. I think that's the first time I've ever done that, and I am punished by having someone literally steal the fucking card from the machine in that time, which is extremely lame. But thankfully I got it cancelled within half an hour and nothing was taken out of my account, so no major loss, at least for the time being anyway. I need to get that friggin' health. So yeah, that was rather embarrassing. I think I think my brain might be starting to not do the things well. I wonder if there's a switch down there or something. The problem is I don't have a rad suit, so I'll be health to check it. If that is the case. And when I click no, it spits out the card. Yeah, I think that's the part I just forgot to do. I think I must have just assumed that I got my statement, therefore I have my card, so I will now go into the shop and I will do the things. Even though I've done this many, many times, used the same cash point before and know how it operates, I decided on this occasion to be distracted and let my card get stolen. You know, as opposed to the more pleasant ending of like, oops a daisy, my card is stuck in the machine. I'll go and get it out the machine and come back in and pay for my drink. My non-alcoholic drink. I think that's what happened. I just went into autopilot mode and was then punished for it with having my thing stolen. Which was not cool. Really? When was my old card expiring? I don't think it was expiring for another year or two. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I will receive a new card next week, so I will be able to use a card next week. So it's a minor inconvenience, but my account remains the same, and I don't have to faff around with any payment adjustments or anything like that. Yeah, but it's a bit worrying that I did that. Aside from the fact it's embarrassing, I'm more concerned about... Okay, can I go and find some help? Again, another nice solid map. This last secret. They seem to indicate with switches. I wonder if... No, I can't even get over there. I bet there's some subtle thing that tips you off to how you get this, whether it's a shoot switch or... If I can get that, then my health is great for the next level. If not, I'm going to be in trouble. Not really. I literally went out for a walk as normal, went to a different shop. They didn't have the thing. I wasn't really stressed or anything. I was just out on a normal walk. Went to a different shop to get some non-alcoholic ciders for the weekend, which I'm going to drink a few tonight. Non-alcoholic copper burgers, really nice. I went and got a bunch of those. I go over, I do my routine thing. I just decided to forget to take my card out. You know, something I usually check very carefully, and I just decided to let it slip. I think I was distracted by listening to whatever I was listening to, and it just cost me. I know I've done a few mini things like that, where I've, like, forgotten a step, but I usually realize quicker. It's more a case of I'm a bit worried, is this the beginning of something like... Was it just a unfortunate slip-up that was punished to the harshest possible extent, or is this something else? You know, is this the thing you can't defeat territory? I hope not. Once your brain goes, it goes. In any event... I will certainly be more vigilant on my debit card usage from now on. I really can't find this fucking thing. I'm just gonna go to the next level. I don't want to be doing this for ages, trying to find one thing that I can't locate. I think Pineapple said something like that when I was struggling with SCE's map on Alkaline. You know, I know it's a tricky map, but you don't have to call yourself an idiot. Oh, I can't find it. I don't know what the fuck it is that's needed to activate this. There might be some subtle switch or some shoot thing. And it's annoying because it's literally the one thing I would need to... It's the one thing that could change my health outlook for the next level. But... Fuck. There's no, like, thing on the side. I don't see any shoot switch sort of thing. I'm just gonna go to the next level. That is going to bug me. Damn it. It's just annoying that I was punished for it by having my debit card stolen. Why couldn't someone just have, like, gone into the shop or been a bit more kinder and said, oh, or just left it there? You know? If I saw a debit card in a machine like that, I won't be fucking stealing it. I'd be probably handing it into the shop and saying someone left their debit card in the machine. Oh, what do you know? There's a person in the shop saying they've left their debit card in the machine. Oh, thank you, kind person. I appreciate that. Well, into map 3 with bugger all health. There's one way to make this a bit more tense, I guess. Falling into the radiation is another way. I wonder how much longer I'm going to have this health problem for the ward. Yeah, more hit scans. That's what I need right now. More things to destroy my health. What is he, one? Yeah, well, E1 has more health. I'm sure it will come eventually. See, there's some right there in the middle. There we go. You find a wallet on the bus once. Save! Save the game. Time to save. Nice. I hope you returned. I hope you handed in. I actually found a phone once in the park about a year or so ago. Just a mobile phone, just in the middle of the park. And it was returned to its original owner within a few hours. But that was because it had fallen out of some teenager's pocket. Because I seen him carry it around those little pants with the pocket or whatever. So yeah, I guess this kind of thing does happen sometimes. But it's a bit annoying when it's not like it fell out of a pocket, but more like, duh, I forget to check my card and machine. Okay, my autopilot decided to... My brain not work properly. Aye, stupid. Something like that. Oh, nice. Well, that's good. Always nice to make the person's day, I'm sure. Alright, let's see what this switch does. My directional sound is still weird. I seem to have strangely accepted this directional sound problem, so I meant, whatever. To it. Oh, nice. I managed to get it without taking the tick damage. I'm happy with that. Oh. Also, Johnson's the person who got your card didn't draw any money, so I didn't pay with it. Then they went to the police station to give it to the police instead. And they told him it was probably blocked already anyway, so... Well, great. In that case, then, they have a useless card they can just throw in the trash in a few days. So I'm getting a new one. But... I don't quite believe that's what happened, though, unfortunately. But it'd be nice if it was the case. I mean, it's a... Well, I'll never find out. Yeah, I'll never find out, because... I'll just get a new card and I'll just move on. And I just need to be more careful. In general. Yeah. Well, I'll certainly be making sure I have my debit card in my hand, in my wallet, every time I come off a machine now. And not just assuming things. Oh. I activated... Oh. Nice. Secret number 2. I don't need the armor right now, but that might be useful if I take enough armor damage. So I need to go this way, don't I? Hey, big eye guy. How's it going? It's so sweet. But in other way news, I did find this was card recently, wondering what to do with it. Yeah, this is an Ultimate Doom episode replacement. The final playtesting map I'm going to play for tonight. But it's a... Well, it's not a full episode 1 replacement because there's no secret map. So it's... Yeah, how are you, Drowkin? You good? Doing okay. Now that most of my half-term break is gone, this just feels like a normal weekend. Oh, another health thing. Maybe this one I can find. Well, I'm not as much in dire need of it as I was earlier. So I might be okay. But yeah, I'm just glad that you're talking again, Souls. I was worried that something had happened to you since you hadn't really spoken too much for a little bit. I heard your sort of map rant earlier in where you know my thoughts on them too. If Doom mappers and modders really want to be creative, how about some Doom 1, 2, Final 64 remakes in the style of 2016 Eternal and Dark Ages? Oh. Okay, I need to go back into that armor. It's a nice little end to the level. Where was it, though? Where's that fucking armor thing I saw literally take 2 minutes ago? Is it? Ah, come on. Oh, it was somewhere around here, wasn't it? Yeah, I pressed there and then... Ah, there we go. That's it. Just had to loop around the wrong way. Yeah, I just, you know, just got slightly concerned when you weren't really. I understood you'd started work, so I thought you were just really busy with that for the most part. But you know, just pays to make sure these things, especially when like someone else has been gone for a lot longer, and I don't know what happened with Primeval. Like he used to be part of our D&D group, and then he just disappeared a few months back, and seemingly hasn't been on any kind of login for Steam or anything for several months. Don't know if anyone knows Primeval. He was a MIDI composer. Jonathan Weekly did a lot of MIDIs for Doom mods, stuff like that. He's very talented. Used to be quite active, and then just a few months ago, he just dropped off everything. First I heard about it was, as I said, he was part of a D&D group I'm in, and he just wasn't showing up at all. Okay, one secret's going to be for that, and the other one's going to be for the Soul Sphere, which was in this way, wasn't it? I'll have a quick attempt to find it, and then I'm going to have to move on. I cannot. You certainly do, big air guy. You certainly do. At least the ones that you're aware of, anyway. It's possible that Prime just had some real life stuff, but it was more the fact that he was part of an ongoing RPG session. D&D stuff. He was doing things. He was regularly turning up. He seemed okay, and then he just didn't turn up one time. And he hadn't been on his social... he hadn't been on his Steam or Discord for ages. Okay, Discord, just very slowly load up for me. That's friggin' fine. Yeah, I messaged him around December, and Steam, he's just not responded to anything for ages. So I'm a bit worried about what happened to him, but no one really knows him, I guess, well enough to reach out to him. So today I just burned out of the family. Yeah, I mean, obviously something can happen. It's just more concerning that it went from being a regular D&D member and being active and occasionally being in the chat and seemingly active, and so complete silence. Well, I did. I tried to message them on Steam and Discord. I mentioned it to Jimmy. No one knows. It's been just a weird background thing. I can't find the health. I'm gonna move on again. Man, story of this playthrough. John spends playthrough on low health. You was hoping to have something ready for the playtest session next month. Nice. Oh, you got something new in the pipeline, eh, big eye guy? That sounds cool. Data storage, yeah. By the way, I'll just sort of mention this now, since in case the mapper watches it and is probably wondering why is the streamer talking about anything except the map. A general rule of thumb with my playtest sessions is that if I'm not really talking about the map and pointing anything out, I'm enjoying the map in general. And therefore I have nothing to really add. This is just vanilla episode 1 stuff, which is quite fun in reasonable doses, so yeah, it's not like I'm not providing anything because I'm getting distracted. It's literally, if I'm not pointing something out, then I'm generally liking what I am playing. Apart from my health being awful. Oh, that's a secret. Oh, I was worried that was going to be a crusher. Because the corpse is at the bottom, you know. Got a rocket launcher, but obviously I'm going to save that. If we are going down pure episode 1 lines, I'll need those rockets for the final map. Most likely. Well, yeah, they are. It's just generally hard to make a decent episode, a replacement for Doom 1. But yeah, episode 1 in particular is like... But this person seems to have got the gist of it pretty effectively. Yeah. Oh, whoa, alright. I don't want to risk getting bit through the chains. If I had more health, I would chainsaw them, but... Well, at least with this level of bad well, it's not terrible. At least I don't have to find a secret level. I can just play the maps and proceed. But yeah, cool. I look forward to anything you bring to the table, big guy. If you have something for next month. I might be a bit less engaged with Doom at the moment than I ever have been in my streaming career so far, but I still want to try and get some playtesting stuff done once a month. Do my little bit, even if it's just a couple of things. What am I up to gaming-wise? Well, I'm gonna have a somewhat busy. I'm hoping to have quite a productive March streaming-wise. I think I've been kind of lax in February, to be honest, on the streaming front. And for me, the streaming and gaming are the same thing as mostly, since I do most of my gaming via the streams. I haven't really played too much of a game for myself, single player, for a couple of years. Oh god, this is not a good idea. I'm playing as if I have more health to spare to charge into a room like this. Really surprised I haven't died. Honestly, this is like Iron Man tier luck at the moment. No, not yet. I haven't played Call of Pit yet. The last game I played that wasn't Doom or Quake was RoboCop Rogue City, which was quite fun. The first time I get an actual rocket launcher. Oh. Oh. Okay, yes. Astonishingly more impressive than I was expecting. I know you want me to use the rocket launcher on these guys, but I'm not going to do that. Another one. Shit. And another one! If only I had the health to risk a chainsaw attack here. Sadly, I do not. Where's that? Oh. There. The monthly sessions are golden. Well, thanks for that. Just doing my little bit to help people get some feedback for their maps. There are obviously some people who submit really long or full megawads that need to be played too. But I don't have the time for that kind of stuff. I got other things to do. I prefer to playtest the smaller things. Oh, hang on a second. The map indicates I missed something down here. Or didn't go down here at all. Or this opened up. Or I don't know. Streamer would like to find health. But other than playing a bunch of Quake and not streaming a fair bit, I have been getting back into Dead by Daylight again. I do enjoy the 2v8 of Dead by Daylight, it is fun. Oh, let's go. If I don't get out the way immediately. Okay, here. Oh. So I'm being kept on the edge of my health seat with this. I take a berserk at this point. Alright, I think that's what I came down here for. I guess that's the data storage area. Yeah. Yeah. And the blue key was... Oh no, it wasn't there. It wasn't here either. What was the blue key then? Oh, here we go. But I'm hoping to have a more productive March in regards to playing a few extra games. I mean, Fatal Frame 2 Remake releases on March 12th. I'm aiming to play that on its release day. I really want to play that as soon as it comes out. Because it'll allow me to take to one of my long-term bucket list things, and it'll be nice to play a game when it comes out straight away for a change. I haven't done that in a little while. When I've actually played a game that's hot and new and has come out immediately. Instead of playing something that's been out for 20 years, or 5 years, or whatever. It'd be a nice change to go, I'm playing something new. We all can discover this newness together. Yeah, right. Oh, up to 60 health! Up to 60 health! I feel like this mapper seems to know the balance of health and ammo to sort of keep you on your toes. Oh yeah, I agree with you there. And then it's just remakes and stuff. Oh, nice. More Mega Armor. I'm happy with that. Second and third secret. Can I find all three? I'm up to 87 health. 87. Can I make it to 100? That'll do. That was a heck of a bomb rush on the rocket launcher. Ooh, 90. I'm one stim pack away from being at full health again. How exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, modern games that aren't indie stuff is just meh. Which is why it'd be a nice change for me to play something that comes out that is relatively modern. I mean, it's a remake of a game from 2003, but the only other way I could play Fatal Frame 2 would be a PS2 emulation. Or reacquiring an actual PS2. So I'm very glad that this particular Fatal Frame is the one being remastered. Gives me a chance to play it on the PC, which would be nice. looking forward to it. I used to own the original Fatal Frame. Oh, okay, that was a waste of bones, but whatever. I own the original Fatal Frame on the PS2 back in the day. It came out at the absolute peak of when The Ring was a popular film, and The Ring is one of my all-time favorite horror films. And the cover of Fatal Frame 2 pretty much, well, it's called Project Zero over here in the UK, but same game, different name. It absolutely was right up my alley, but I never fucking played it past an hour. I blame Dynasty Warriors for that. I'm massively into Dynasty Warriors in my teenage PS2 days and just didn't really play too much other than that. And also the original Jax and Daxter, but mainly it was Dynasty Warriors all the way, baby! I mean, hell, I had Silent Hill 2 on the PS2 and didn't play it for 10 years until I revisited it. And that was something I played on my actual PS2 because it used to work. But my PS2 broke a couple of years ago, so I wasn't able to do anything with it. Hey, I'm back to full health. Damn, I finally did it. It took me 4 maps after the beginning when I'm finally back to my full health status. Hooray! Excitement. But yeah, I've heard good things. I mean, it was supposed to be one of the best in the Fatal Frame series. It had that sort of Asian horror movie horror and atmosphere. It looked really, really cool. And I really hope that's what is delivered upon with the remaster. Apparently they're improving things. They're adding a different ending to the game. An all new ending to Fatal Frame, you know, doing stuff to add upon it as you do. It would just be nice to get a chance to play it. See if it actually delivers a spooky atmosphere. So I'm looking forward to playing that in March. And generally just looking forward to just... Well, actually that's pretty much it. Other than that, just continuing to stockpile my cash and try and improve upon myself in the various ways that I need to actually sit down and do that. Hello, Serial Chiller. How you doing? This is the final map set of this playtest stream. Episode 1 replacement for Doom, which has been pretty vanilla-tastic so far. How's your weekend been? I hope it's been good. And yeah, just getting back on track stream-wise. I kind of feel like I've been a bit slack on that front in February, and I want to address that in March and be a bit more on it. And continue to improve my not raging at streaming thing. You know, practicing that, getting better at that as much as possible. I was tested with a map in Alkaline recently with that particular problem. But the map was genuinely frustrating. It wasn't one of those that, like, I got annoyed at the first time. This was an actual, real fucking ballbuster of a map. Since my boss is in hospital currently, I have had to take over a lot of shopping and other errands for the past few days, but it's been alright. Oh, you've been... Oh. Not it. I was expecting this to lift up. I thought it was a tad underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. Just for the red key and just 2 side things there, that's it. That was a bit... meh. Should have had this explode at the back. Maybe even cut the stairs off and have something appear on the right here. I got enough chain gun ammo to endure a sort of E1M7 type fight here, I think. Yeah, I think a bit of a lost opportunity here to have something very E1M7-esque in terms of a bit of bulky carnage. So we just have a few imps, a few imps. Nah. Not too impressed with that. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. It was basically a team-up and oh right. Well, I guess Orange is still around then. They just merged, became EE, and got Kevin Bacon to voice them forever. 8. Is 8 maps. There's no secret map in this one for some reason. Just replaces the episode 1 and that's it. I guess I didn't have 9 maps in them, which is fine. Gonna risk it, gonna risk it. Wait, this is a secret door. I just opened it with the yellow. Oh. Have I actually had anything to open with the yellow key before this point, though? Maybe that's why it's a secret? Perhaps. Or you can check the link. But yeah, it's 8. And I sometimes get very briefly disoriented with the sound of the invisibility power-up because it's the same as my follow notification. But only very briefly. Ooh, the lights changed. Oh. Another bingy rush. Oh, they actually did do a walk-in fight here. They're really sticking to the whole thing of not using cacos or barons here, or even lost souls, aren't they? They've really gone full E1 for this. At least at the moment, anyway. I mean, there's 3 maps to go, but they haven't been tempted to throw out the odd caco or something like that. Now I need to remember where the door is that I need to open. I got the blue door which opens the blue door, but where the fuck was that? That was no, blue was this way, wasn't it? Oh yeah, here we go. Ah, you squashed my ammo, you bastard. Alright, well, I've missed 2 secrets, but all the kills are in the bag. Have I ever played Viscera Fest? No, I have not. Acid dump. I know what game you're talking about, though. It's the game with the purple haired alien that's meant to be apparently quite brutally hard. For my version, replace all the sounds with the atmosphere. You still planning on making a specific bestiary version for me? That will throw me off and confuse me? Maybe. It'll be up to you to figure out if you got the normal version of a John Troll edition. Or not. You didn't like how it feels. Yeah. I never played the demo. I did have it previously wish listed, but I took it off my wish list because I heard it was a bit brutal in terms of difficulty and was... I don't know, I just wasn't that interested in it, honestly. Got plenty of other... Oh, that was a bit more... Snappy trappy. Right there. It's a bit more like it. Another walk-in trap. Very good. Oh, actually, I just realised, since she's probably lurking anyway, how's Leah doing? Free rockets. That's going to be plenty enough for the Barons. 8. Helped to get a job, she finished her driving lesson. Oh, that's good to hear. So if all goes well, she's going to be rich and take you on a nice drive. Was that? Oh. A slightly awkward head bump on there, but it doesn't stop me from accessing that area, so that's fine. Uh-oh. I think I have to go across. No rad suit. Well, I suppose it's only 5% damage. So not the end of the world there. Oh god, get out of the bloody thing! I'm not sure if that was worth it or not. Maybe? Yeah, I think that just about... Only because it was a health spear at the end, but I think that was worth it. Yeah. Maybe there was a secret rad suit somewhere I overlooked, but thankfully it wasn't too much of a level where you had to do long pain sector walks. Logic station. Filter map, alright. After this I can... And after this is done, I can drink several non-alcoholic ciders deep into the night. And then probably crash out like an hour or two earlier than I'd like to, because I can't stay up anymore. Sometimes. It constantly amazes me how fast Doom gameplay is. Even having had played a bunch of Quake recently, you go back into playing something like this and just play at speed. Well, yeah, I think the enemy speed is about the same, but it just feels quicker. Because your speed is your main strength in but then just combine this with the fact that you also can be you're often dealing with quite a few enemies in a room sometimes, and they can die quickly, and it therefore gives a nice pace to a room's combat. Finally, some good light contrast. Yeah, a bit of grittier atmosphere. Oh, I ain't gonna do that. I don't want to change that. I could be using a chainsaw, but yeah. It's this kind of flow of the speed why I generally like Doom's gameplay over Quake's, but it's so... It's a very, very small thing for me these days. As I've said in a few previous Quake streams now, having played a few Quake-related things, I have grown to appreciate the combat of Quake way more than I used to. They are both very fast, yes. Oh, this is a proper E1M7 type thing. Almost. I might be better than my shotgun out here. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, not quite as intense as that one fight in E1M7, but... Three-pronged attack, good job. Hey, by the way, can someone do me a real favor real quick? It's up there as a quick Google/Steam search. Quake speed is reliant on the player avoiding friction by being in the air and maintaining speed via bunny hopping. And also because they can rocket jump and they have less explosion damage to worry about. There's a game that's apparently called Mind on Steam, and I wished it 5 years ago, but I've no idea what game it is, and for some reason it's now banned in your country. Mind. It's just called Mind by itself. attempt to save some shaman out of here. I should probably switch to my chain gun, but I think it'd be better if I just kept firing. Nice teleport fight there. They are capable of bumping it up a notch, despite just having these types of enemies. They are able to convey that E1 type cluster panic. Not quite as intense as vanilla E1 per se, but... Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find some health before I go to the final level. Oh right, yeah, sorry, I can't view that serial killer. Because in my country, we must save the children. And to save the children, we're not allowed to see that particular website anymore. Because the children must be kept safe at all times. More accurately, the Online Safety Act has meant that the UK is not allowed to see that website anymore. To be more precise, but the reason given is pretty much it's to keep the children safe. Yeah, I'll take it, I guess. It's a downgrade in protection, but I've only got 50% of the blue armor left, so whatever. Alright, this'll do. I'm not too fussy about that. Yeah, I don't know why it was not allowed to be viewed in this country either, but I guess it's because random images... Fuck if I know. Which has been a bit of a pain in the arse on Doom World sometimes because I can't view screenshots of some threads either, the pictures. Pain in the ass. Alright, this is the last level. At least thanks to the same law, I had my Discord thing sorted out before the Discord global revolution of everyone must now submit their personal information / picture to not be seen as a teenager. This is also done to keep the children safe. Yeah, I know, VPN. I have pondered getting one of those in recent times, but for now I have not done so. Because so far the only thing that's been inconvenient is I had to take a picture on Discord once to access an old chat room. I use a webcam so my face is available anyway on most streams. And I can't see Imager. That's it. That's my level of my inconvenience so far anyway. No, it's going to be though. It's being phased in gradually. And then in March you're all getting it. I do think of the children. I work with children 5 days a week. how many barons do you think we'll get to kill? Minus those 3. I'm gonna say 6 barons. No, I mean, I work as a teaching assistant for SEN children, don't get paid nearly enough. That's what I meant. One day I might actually get paid what I deserve to be paid. Till then, however. You think 7? Okay. Oh. Okay. Ow. Well, we're both wrong. Like, very wrong. There's only 4 enemies left. 4 barons? It's gonna be the bad arena to fight them in, if that's the case. Oh, okay. Oh boy, here we go. 4 barons at the same time. Oh, I have max shells. My health is at 50. I mock this, but my health is not the greatest for this going into this fight. Alright, whatever. 1. Alright, fight's over. It was 4. Not really, no. An attempt was made. Probably because you do not get... You know what? We could actually test that. Maybe we will test that in a moment. But first, I must exit the level by not... Okay. There's a secret on the map somewhere. Maybe get berserk. Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Where's your fat reward and ticket home? Damn fat shaming. What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. Looks like run and meet, but looks like the Lost Demos base. Looks like you're stuck on the shores of hell. The only way out is to... through. To continue the Doom experience, play the Shores of Hell with its amazing sequel, Inferno. One of these things is not true at all. Can you spot the not quite truism in this end text? Alright. For reasons of serial killer suggested it, I will attempt to pistol start this map. So what do we get? We don't get a chain gun. That's a bit worrying. Find the one secret on this map might become more important then. Actually, no! No, it's too late now. And we're restarting that. Oh no, we got a chain gun. I lie. Chain gun is there. There is armor. I don't want to pick up the... Alright, wait, let's just do this. Okay, so if I can find the one secret, that might give me the edge. Otherwise, this might be a problem going into the final bit. Yeah, it might be a soul spear, that's true. So it's more likely, actually. If I can find it, that is. That is the question. That's not the secret, that's something else. Come on now, give me my secret, whatever it is. Hold on. Is that door open? It seems to an... There's an area outside, but that might just be the outside of that. I don't know if it's a secret necessarily. Let me try something. Punch that. Punch that. Nope, not a Quake style secret. Maybe it's in the last room. Let's see. It might be okay. It just might take a while to kill the Barons since we're out of a rocket launcher. Okay, I probably can kill all the Barons with this. It'll just take a bit of time. Find the secret would really be nice, though. For either health or a rocket launcher. Or both. But I'm not getting it. Got a chain gun. Yeah, it might be tight, but we do. Alright, let's go. Huh, two of them are faced backwards. That's interesting. Two of them are faced forward to immediately attack it. The other two are faced to the side. Alright, wiggle. All of you. Ow. Two. Yeah, I'll have enough. GG. Yeah, can be beat pistol start, just takes way longer. Don't know where the secret is. Wonder where it is actually. Let's see. Oh, okay. It is to the side up here. Oh, there we go. There's a soul spear, yeah. Whee! I'm outside! It's a bit weird looking. And we're gonna lose. Fucky against the potato medal. Sad. There we go. Oh Alright, well, there we go. Your curiosity has been satisfied, serial chewer. So that was Phobos Extinction by player_scat01. It was vanilla episode 1-tastic. Perhaps one or two areas where it could have had a bit more spice, but it certainly did provide it later. Quite a few pinky bull rushes. And generally just nailed episode 1 vanilla atmosphere. Got really much to offer on that. What do you all think in the chat? It advertised and promised what was delivered. Generally good. Yeah, I think I saved the most. I'm glad I saved that one to be the last one to be played tonight. That's for sure. Looks like Man City are just barely holding on for another win against Newcastle. Put the pressure on Arsenal for tomorrow's big derby game. That's good. Makes tomorrow's Super Sunday game more interesting. Some rooms so out of place should put them in other maps. And the final fight was better than the original E when I made better setting. Yeah, I wasn't really... I guess they wanted to keep it really... just like... I don't know. I guess they wanted to keep it as vanilla as possible. It could have been more interesting maybe if the final fight had cacos in it as well. Like 4 barons, 4 cacos. Get some infighting going in there. I think that might have been just something that would have been a bit of a twist, actually. Just at the very end, just have 4 barons and 4 cacos. Follow them around the room. You know what? No, wait, no, I can't do that because it's wall rolling and I'd have to do some little tweaks, but... You get the idea. Like, add 4 cacos to the end fight, and it might throw the player a bit. They might just expect only barons, and then it's like, no, it's cacos and barons. And then they infight each other and it's essentially 4 barons, but still. You got the space in the arena for it. Gameplay seems solid, some nice vertical rooms and internal spaces, and other weaving those vertical rooms together. They were kind of segmented. I feel like texturing could have been better in some parts. The overall premise and execution treads similar grounds, which is fine if that's what you are looking for. There is not... This was tested in vanilla, some of the textures and how they were used will give you 2D, 3D effects. Okay, wow, that was some good critique there. Hopefully the map perceives that at the end. Big eye guy. Yeah, I think they wanted to make a vanilla episode 1 experience, and that's what we got. No secret map. Nothing to try and make it really different, just doing as advertised, and that's fine. I will happily play more stuff like that because it's a nice way of playing Doom. Honestly, which is just almost comfy. Vanilla Doom gameplay is kind of comfy for me most of the time, and it's just nice to go through rooms quickly and not have to deal with the slog of bulky enemy members. Just spice it up occasionally, have some nice settings, maybe throw in the odd twist here and there, and just make it fun and playable, not too long. Teaser for episode 2, yeah, maybe. Alright, well, I do have one more thing to do before I end the stream. And that is boop, 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 get rid of those, and quickly showcase what I'm going to start playing tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow anyway, unless something comes up, but I should be streaming tomorrow. So tomorrow, since Dave Verdering is not going to get around to playing this himself, I'm going to get on with this because I want to get this done and kind of off my system for storage space for March. So this is what I'm going to be playing tomorrow night, hopefully, is the next thing on my streaming. I've already shown this trailer, but I'm going to show it again.
That building is technically outside of police jurisdiction.
I am heading there.
Just remember, we're cops. Don't make it a matter of revenge.
It will be a matter of justice. Those mercenaries are my unfinished business. Surrender, or there will be trouble.
All squads, code red. RoboCop is here.
Trouble, then.
You're going down. RoboCop is here, but he's not a threat. We're not defending. We're hunting.
RoboCop?
Who are you?
You have to save those people.
The mercenaries.
I don't think it's a roguelike.
Is it true that they returned to Alex Murphy's memory?
Weapon drawn. I'll handle it.
Murphy! You only need to reach one place in this building to stop her.
I'm beginning the search for evidence.
The Mercs were certainly hunting for the woman you're looking for.
You know why mercenaries are developing the OCP hijacker.
Good to see you, Murphy. You think we're different. You failed as a blade of justice.
I do not reason with criminals.
You want peace. Prepare for war.
What do you want from Miranda?
She didn't tell you?
I thought you were just a machine.
Your actions have consequences. Time to face them.
Oh yeah, the DLC for Rogue City. Alright, just skipping that. So yeah, I'm gonna play the DLC. Sort of. Well, I guess it's not. I guess it's technically classed as DLC, but it's kind of its own thing as well. Unfinished business. It does look nice, doesn't it? You get to play as a mech. There's a few new weapons. It's based around a tower. I don't think it's a roguelike, though. I think it's just based in a tower. Yeah, you face some different criminals, minigun troopers, weird guys with masks, like the fucking Purge, all kinds of stuff. You get to play as Ed 209 apparently during it. No, it doesn't say anything about being a roguelike. I think it's just the game takes place where you climb a tower. And if you liked Rogue City, you'll probably like this. It has a very positive score, came out midway last year. So this is the reason why I've not been updating my... I've not re-enabled my... the points request for pick the next gift game, because this is something I've wanted to play for a few weeks. I was giving Dave Verdering a chance to get around to playing this himself, but Dave Verdering has not done that, and he said it's alright for me to go ahead and play this, so it is my intention to start playing this from tomorrow. And since I liked Rogue City, I will hope to enjoy this as well. So that's what's coming up next. It's going to be pretty good, I hope. So I am quite excited for... Oh, sorry, I should put by the Steam link, quick link, shouldn't I, in case you are wanting to check this out for yourself. I actually bought this myself when it was on sale. Got it for about £15. It went on sale for a brief period. I snapped it up because I like Rogue City that much and I wanted to play this. So, yeah. Oh, okay, Man City beat Newcastle. They're 2 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal play Spurs tomorrow afternoon. Maximum pressure on Arsenal. Are they bottling the Premier League, or are they going to beat Spurs? It'll be a fascinating game. I'm looking forward to that. Probably where I'll be slightly delayed streaming tomorrow because I'll probably be watching that game to its conclusion. Ooh. And we got a very good choice of follow-up. Ward Sergeant is playing Wrath, Aeon of Ruin. That was pretty good. We'll give them a raid. The Ward of the Puns. Give them a nice little raid, I think. I believe so, Solus. They drew against Brentford, and then they were 2-0 up against Wolves in the midweek, and drew that 2-2. And because of that, and because City won just now, City are now only 2 points behind Arsenal. So Arsenal no longer control their own title. They were not 10 points ahead, but they were around 7. They were 7 or 8 points ahead, and they were looking pretty good. But they've slipped up, and it's not for the first time. A few years ago, they were quite a bit ahead, and then they drew 3 games in a row, and then they lost it, and then City took back the lead. It's threatening to happen again, and they play Spurs at Spurs tomorrow. Spurs have a new manager, and Spurs are in a relegation fight. Arsenal should win that game, but it will be interesting. Indeed it shall. It will be interesting indeed. So I'm looking forward to watching that derby tomorrow. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Thanks for everyone for tuning in and providing feedback on the WASD that were play tested. I'll probably be playing RoboCop for the rest of the month, so you'll probably see me playing some new Doom or Quake stuff next month, so you might have to wait a little while for that. And yeah, I look forward to playing some RoboCop tomorrow evening. Should be a good time. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night, and as always, take care.